Hi, this is Lena from Lena's Crafty Corner. I'm doing Roxy Creations weekly challenge. It's week 8. It's making some 3-cornered pockets. Using book page. Some of the book pages I've already coffee dyed in the past, and there's a couple that are gessoed and there's a couple of plain ones. I haven't got any of this paper left, and I really like the texture of it, so I wanted to use this. So I'll just make room for my phone and we'll get started. Here we go. So they're already I've got 2 there, and as I say, 2 that's been coffee dyed and gessoed. So I'm going to first of all make my shape, my pocket. Just trim this bottom off here. It's quite a big journal that I'm doing, so I'm going to leave that piece on the back there because I do like the effect that creates. I'm just wondering if I might do that on, I've got one that's gessoed both sides. Let's just have a look at this one, see if this is the one I want to leave it on. They're a bit scruffy on the edges, so I'll have to just come back in and neaten them in a minute. I don't think it really makes any difference. I was just trying to see which way was the best way to... They're a bit torn in some areas because the thinnish papers and they're old, so they're quite fragile, and then I've stuck them together. So I'm just trying to see which way is best for me to fold that one. I think I'm going to do that one like that, and that one like that. Means they're both going to be that way on. I'm just going to glue this down. And get the gluing done first. I'm going to leave that piece on, and this one here, it's a bit tatty at the ends. So this one's got gesso on both sides, and it's been, well, just splashed with coffee, not fully coffee dyed, so it's just got a bit on, but this is all natural staining on the edge here, so they are quite old papers. I'll say they're very thin. I've sort of not for this, they were ready, just all glued together. You can see where they're still peeling apart a bit because they are quite delicate. So just going to pull that little piece off because it's not going to stick back down. And then I'm just going to trim this bottom. That's 2. And now we'll do these 2. Just making sure, because it's a law book, and just checking what wording's on there. So I'll do 2 like this as well. I'll do this one with some gesso on it. 2 pieces left for something else. So that's given me 4. Can always do some more but I never get that far, so I'll get these prepared first. I might sew around them afterwards, but I'm not doing that as part of my challenge. Not even sure I am going to do, but it's an option for later because I think it would help secure these bottoms. Let's have a look at this one. Which way around I want it. This one has just been left as it is. It's just aged naturally, this one. I've not put any coffee dyeing or anything on this one. I think these have just been stored in a garage somewhere, so they've not been very well looked after and they were all falling apart when I got them. There you go. And then I've got 2 that I'm going to do this way. That one will go that side. Should I do that one? I could do that one that side actually. Let's just turn that one that way. That's a bit more squared. That's it, so I could do that one that way. Just glue this down a bit more. It's not been glued down very well. It's quite absorbent paper, this, so it takes a bit of gluing. That one feels alright. Right, so that's 4. Just going to take some of that glue off. I wanted to use some inks on these. I'm going to do one of these first before I glue the bottom. So what I intend to do with this is glue the bottom, and then you have a full pocket there and then a bit behind. But I won't glue this down until I finish doing what I need to do on here. So what I just wanted to do was get some colour down, and I'm using some colour from my sponges. And I only need that bit really, just to make sure I've got some colour on it. That's one. I'm just picking up what I've got on my sponges for a start, and then I can put some more on. I'm just trying to find, I wanted to use this aged mahogany. Don't know which one. I can't find this one. Oh, it's there. It is that one. And then I'm not going to do too much because it is quite strong, this one. I'll just do it in here a little bit just to get some of it off, and then I'm going to do this along this edge. On again. That's the mahogany. Then I've got here the oxide brushed corduroy. That's this one, I think. Yeah. Going to rub the other end of the sponge that's not got as much on, just to rub it in a little bit. It has got a bit of gesso, so it will blend a little bit, but obviously this is just very old paper. It's not, you know, paper designed for doing these inks on. Right, so do that. And then what I was just going to try, I'm not sure whether this will do on this or not. I'm going to use one of my wet wipes, and I'm just going to remove a little bit. And do that again. Just to create some of this money delicately or gently, whichever word. I'm going to use them both together just to create this. So it just gives this, because where I'm wetting this, the oxide ink is responding to the wet. I don't know if you can see how it's sort of taking some of it off, and here look, it's taken some of it off with the oxides. So I quite like that. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of a different colour on here just to put some back on. We'll go with this one. We'll go with the frayed burlap, I think. This is the one I haven't used. Just see if I can. There we go. A little bit more there. This just gives a bit of different texture. And then I'm going to do the same just on this back. Yes, I quite like that one. And then I wanted, look and see if I had, I don't think I've got a butterfly out. I was just going to see if I've got one handy. Where's my butterflies? Are they in this one? They probably are. I've got a nice bird there. If I haven't got a butterfly. Oh, I've got an hedgehog. That's nice. Got a rabbit. Got some word in there. Flower, I quite like that. That should be enough. Just put some of these. I've got some on my desk as well. So I was just having a look to see what I could get coming out of there. I wanted something on there, which is why I wanted a butterfly. Trying to see which way that wants to go up. But I quite like the idea of this on here. I don't know how well it'll show up with this distress ink rather than using, because I haven't got a, should have a pinky one actually, or a reddy one. But we'll try it and see what it's like with this distress ink on here. So this paper's quite absorbent, so I don't know how well it'll pick this up. not too bad at all. Maybe could have just done to have been a bit further over, so we'll have that again. There we go. Put on the background there, and then I will use the memento. Where did I see those? I've got one on. Oh, this one here. I like this one. It's a newish one, so I've only used it a couple of times. I've got them on both sides of this. So this other one doesn't come off because it was one of those that wouldn't stick on the block, so I've stuck it on permanently, which is good in some senses, but when I'm trying to do stuff on both sides, it's a bit of a nuisance. Right, hopefully I've got enough on there. Oh yeah, that's quite pretty, quite like that. I think we'll go for that again. Background looks really pretty where the waters from the wipes activated the oxides. Really quite nice. So yeah, I really like that. Really simple, really different, but I quite like that one. I just want to bring some pink in onto here. I don't know whether to just put the little hedgehog. I wouldn't normally have him in pink, but I could put a pink leaf up there already. That would make it a bit autumny, but that's fine. Let's just try this. And just do the same there. I just wanted to bring that red in a little bit, just to bring them across. And then I think we need to bring a little hedgehog in. He needs to go across this front because he's cute. And we're just going to have him down there. I like to use my stamps every now and again because it gets them out, gets them used. There he is, he's quite cute. He's very hidden in behind, don't like the light to be hidden away. So I like that one. Move that one out of the way. Just move some bits out while we decide what we're going to do with the next one. So we'll do a couple of plain ones. We'll do this one with the gesso already on. I'm going to do this side because I like the coffee dyed bit on it as well as the gesso. I like to go with a bit of green on this one. This forest moss. I'll have some of this around the edge for a start. Makes a nice change to get all your inks out if you've got all these inks. Chances are if you've got a couple, you'll have probably got a few, because well, that's how I am. I get one and then I have to get another, but I always want to make sure if I'm going to buy these things, I don't mind buying them, but you want to make sure you use them, because you know they're expensive just to keep in your drawer. Then they are a waste. Then they're not a waste if you're using them, even if you're just playing with them. Right then, I think we'll have a bit of honeycomb on this one. Oh. Let's look at that one. And then I think we'll stick with the same colour, but just put a little bit of this other, just going through that middle, just for a bit of contrast. Oops, I'm losing my, yes, I quite like that one. Do we want, what colour are we going to put a bit of, is that the red oxide? Here's the red oxide. Just have a little bit of that. That one doesn't stay on very well. I don't know whether I've put that on another one. And just blend that in a little bit. That's it. And then just get my wipe and just sort of blend that in so it doesn't stand out too sharply. This is just my wet wipe, and I'm just going to do the same up there. There we go. And then what I want to do with this one, I don't want to make it too wet because I'm not going to, I would normally dry in between. I've seen this, I like that says wild and free on it, so I might put that up there. So what have we got that we're going to put on this one? I think we're going to have this tree. Yeah. So it's very late at night. It is now, well, it's early hours of the morning. It is 1:25 in the morning. So my husband's fast asleep in bed, as so should I be. Oscar's fast asleep in bed. And I just thought, if I go to bed and I'm thinking about this, I'm not going to sleep because I'm going to be thinking, I want to go do that video. So I find it easier to be able to keep the video going from a time when there's, you know, when everybody else is asleep. I like the effect of that. I just like to go through my stamps every now and again and just see what I've got. Just clean my desk a bit. wanting a bird somewhere, but then I wanted to put that word in on there. So if I do, I maybe can't get the bird on. So if we have wild and free, I suppose we could put that up there. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the rabbit down there on this one. I mean, the stamping is nice, and the stamping is sort of the focal point, but the oxides in the background of how they blend and how they react to the little bit of fluid from the wipe, or you can spray water on them, but not on this paper. It's a bit, I'd have to dry it, and in the challenge that's a bit difficult, but they are fabulous to do some reactions with water. They come up lovely. There you go. He's in the background again. He's in the background. He's looks like he's running between the trees. So I like him. I'm going to try and just put the word wild and free on there. This is still on the acetate because I couldn't get the words off from the acetate. So I'm hoping that comes out clear. Still a little bit wet, but it says wild and free. Quite like that one. I'm running out of space to put them down. So that's two. Right, let's just move some of these out of the way now. And do something with these ones that are slightly different, because they've not got anything much on, a splash of coffee on there, I think. I'm all inked up. I'm going to just do this background with some colour on. Now this one, yeah, it is, it's Rusty Hinge, this one. So I'll just get the edges done. Oops. Let's just coloured that background. And then what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to have some leaves on this. Let's have a look what we've got. So we'll put a bit of green on this for the leaves, I think. You might not see all these because I am going to cover this up a little bit, but we'll have that one. I'll go with a different colour and a different leaf, I think. Where's my other? Not sure where it is. Got some more leaves somewhere I've put out. I haven't put them on the other blocks. I'll put them on. Oh, I have. I've got that red one on there. So we'll have a look at this one. I think I'll go with some of the Memento. And should I go with a bit of red on this one? I like to introduce a bit of colour. Let's have a look. We've got 10 minutes left before my the video stops, because it stops 5 minutes earlier. So I'm just going to there we go. Oh, I quite like that one. Just with the leaves in the background. It's no different than having a, you know, a patterned paper in the background, and then I'm going to look at putting something on this one. So that one looks quite nice. But I'm all inked up, so I do apologise for that. So I've got some little bits on my desk. I like that. Let me move some of these. I've got some bits that I got out, just odds and ends that I had here. So we'll see if any of them are any good. Oh, I found my butterfly, look. After the, and I don't need it anymore. But I have got a nice one there. I'm just looking what I've got here. I've just got some bits, so. I do think that owl should go on there with those leaves. He's nice. He just needs something behind him though. What about? It's just a bit of tracing paper. I quite like it on there. Got a bit of text. Do we want that, or do we want a bit of, that's a bit of fabric. Oh, I quite like the effects of the fabric on that one. Do I want that behind? Oh, be easy to do once it's stuck down. I quite like that. What's that one say? Cherish. No. One on here that's not been cut out, but it's a maze. No, not really. Do I want one of the butterflies? No, I don't think that's the right colour. I like that. Have I got anything else? And some other bits hanging about on the desk, but I can't find them now. No, it looks as if the others have all got scooped away. I thought I had a few more bits than that. I've got a little ticket thing there, one of those banner things. No, I don't like that. That one looks alright. I'm not sure whether that, if wording's the right. Let me get this down because it keeps moving about and I can't see what I'm doing. Now this might activate some of these inks because the water-based, yeah, it is. It's activating them a bit because I haven't heat set them, which I normally would do. When you're on a bit of a timer, I'm trying not to. There we go. And then I think I'm going to just put him, I like him on the back. I don't want that too, I want it a bit scrunched up though. I like that better with a bit, it'll glue down in a minute. So do I still want some of that in there as well? Maybe a little bit, but not all that. Let's just tear that end off. Put that there. Let's have a look. And put that bit of text. Oh yeah, I quite like that. Right, let's get some Fabri-Tac on this one. It'll help put the back down as well. This will crinkle a bit with the Fabri-Tac on here, but it'll just add to the effect on the background. It will if I can get some out. It's going to go off in about 5 minutes. I'll quickly put it back on just to finish off my time. That'll help hold that back down a bit as well where I've scrunched it up. So we'll get this one down. Oh, just checking where I want them. Yeah, about there. And then he's going to go down at the bottom. I do really like that, but I saw some numbers in here. Now I've seen them, I want one. Not those, I don't. I just saw something with a little number on, I bet I can't see it now. They're all big ones. I thought I saw a real little one. One of those ones. No, I don't like those. I don't know what it was. I saw something in there that I thought looked quite good. What about a faux stamp? No. No. They were the numbers I was referring to. We're back on. So I'm just looking at this little number here. If I liked this just to put on this top. glue's doing this silly thing. Let's get it on there. There we go. So that's that one done. Got just over 4 minutes left. So I don't think I'll get the next one done, but I'm just going to finish these off, make sure I'm happy with them and if I want anything else on them. So I'm just going to move some of this out. Can't use that anywhere because no, that's not going to look right on there. Do I want that butterfly on there? I think I maybe do. I quite like that. So we're just going to bit on these white edges, and then I'm just going to put that in with all those flowers. Pop that on there. Oh, that's a bit harsh. I think the antennae will be alright with it. Just going to see if that would have been better off. A little bit of black just around there as well, just being as I put the black on. Just to highlight it slightly. Yes, I think I'm going to leave it there. I was just going to look and see if I'd got any words, but I'm not sure where the words are, to be honest. So if I can find some, I'll put one on. I've put them down, but I don't know where I've put them. Have I put any? Just 1 minute I've got left, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find any just in time. So if I don't, I shall leave them at that. I think that one, the water's still reacting a little bit with this. I think that one's lovely. The only thing I haven't done there is I haven't glued this. So that would be the whole pocket there and a pocket behind. That one would just be the one pocket, and the same with that one. I'll just clear my desk a bit so you can see them a little bit better. And I've disturbed Oscar, his crumb. Oh, Oscar, aren't I awful? I've got 22 seconds left. I'm going to stop it just because I don't want to wake my husband up. So Oscar's come to lay it with me now. Oh, Oscar, what am I like? So yeah, so they're the three I've done. I really like them. I do love messing about with the inks and my stamps and things. And that one, even though I've used the stamps in the background and the images on the front, it gives a real nice effect. I like that one too. yeah, I'm pleased with them. I was just looking if there's anything else I want to add, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to leave them at that. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back to you shortly with Rachel's next challenge. She'll have the next one out on Monday. In the meantime, keep safe, and I'll be back to you soon. Bye for now.